Hello, Master Manifester. Today we're talking about manifestation modes. In data analysis, a mode is the most frequently occurring value of a data set that creates the common trends. Now, in human modes, these are our habits. This is how you deal with your finances. This is how you eat. This is how you move about your day. This is where you choose to work. The most frequent values, what you repeat the most, become the common trends. And what this does is lead into your nervous system regulation. Because if you're constantly interacting with situations where you're stressed out, or you're feeling anxious, or you're worried, or you're sad, those become the common trends, and that becomes your nervous system baseline. Now, further on with this, whatever trend you set within your nervous system, within your mode, whatever mode it is that you're looking at, whether it's relationships or your health or your digital practices, whatever it is that you have as a habit, whatever that mode is, it's going to create a common denominator, a common trend among that data. Okay. So once you've set the trend and your nervous system has adapted to it, your brain is going to start predictive processing for it. So it's going to look for more reasons to keep that state stable. It doesn't care if it feels good. It cares about surviving. Your entire system is focused on survival. If you want it to feel good, you have to train it to feel safe, feeling good, which means you got to practice. Because if you haven't felt good for a long time, and maybe you never really felt good, you're going to need to practice feeling good and feeling safe in feeling good. Otherwise, your system's going to try to revert back to the old modes. So when you change elements of your mode, change a few elements at a time and make sure they're the key ones. So you really want to establish the baseline underneath. So let's say that it is a money mode, and your usual financial mode is to be worried about money, right? That you're constantly worried about this bill isn't going to be paid, or that bill isn't going to be paid, or maybe you can't take care of this thing this month and it feels crucial in the moment. That establishes that baseline of constantly being worried about money. So you need to actively notice and be very mindful that when those modes come up, when that information comes up in your system, however it's coming up, whether it's emotional, whether it's thoughts, whether it's somebody else in your environment presenting information to you, whether it's your environment itself, right? Whenever you see that, you need to establish, okay, this is not my mode anymore. We're going to replace this mode with a better one. And you don't even necessarily need to say what that is. Your system's very smart. It will understand what you want, and just, you have to not engage with the old mode. Where basically when you do engage with it, your system's going to automatically make you feel like tense, right? But once you notice it, just kind of hold with yourself. Hold that feeling. Hold the tension without falling into it. And just be like, look, there's the tension of the old mode. This is my old programming, but we're moving on to new programming. And you just basically witness it moving away. And eventually your system will catch up. Now, the other things you can do is find either situations or people or examples of the states you want to embody. People who feel very financially secure. People who, no matter how much they have, they feel assured of abundance. Copy the way that they do things. Like, for example, if you notice, particularly not the way that they do things like the detail things, but the way that they respond. Yes, you want to copy the way that they respond to a situation. So if somebody's not very worried about money and a bill comes up, they're going to be like, well, that's odd. I'm sure it'll take care of itself, or they'll figure something out, right? So I'm not saying just throw everything down and not do anything about it, but adjust how you respond to it when you feel that internal trigger of tightness in your body, or tightness in your mind, or chaos, or, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Just let it be there. Notice that it's happening, but don't let it stay. Just be like, look, you got to move out. We have new programming coming in, right? And it does. It takes practice. It takes doing it over and over and over again. But once you set those new baselines, that's the new normal. That's the new normal. Yeah, I love that term ever since it came up. It's the new normal, because you got to shift into a different way of being, into a different mode, in any area where you want to manifest something. So I hope this has helped you to understand a little bit more about, how our habits and our modes of being affect what we manifest and how that comes through in our system and the things that we pay attention to. Because our predictive processing is always going to look to reinforce whatever we believe, whatever we think we are, whoever we think we are. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and sign up for the Method Muse newsletter in the description below.